Greetings, this is Tuxguru96 and welcome to the SAP development course. And if you are here, it's because you are interested about SAP. I'm going to explain what SAP stands for. So SAP stands for System Application and Product in Data Processing, and is also known by SAP ERP. So SAP ERP is the Enterprise Resource Planning that has a software that is a modular software made to integrate the main functions of an organization core business. We are talking about sales distribution, human resources, and so many on. So for today we're going to create a table. I'm going to explain how you can create a table. And we're going to talk about a little bit of transactions. So transactions, it's, let's say in SAP, where you call tables, reports, function models, and so many other things. And to call a transaction, you have here a bar, here that is a blank bar, that you call your transactions. Here, for today, we're going to create a table. So we're going to call the transaction SAE11, okay? This will call this table, this view, sorry. And here you have database table, view, data type group, domain, search help, log objects. For today, we're going to create a database table. So here we're going to click on the button create, okay? And here we must put a short description. So here it will be products of a company, let's say. And here you have the delivery class. The delivery class, you have set type of delivery classes. For today we're going to apply this A, application table, master and transaction data. Here, for example, you have the C, that is a customizing table. This will create automatically a transport order that is a type customizing, but for today we will not talk about transport orders. So we'll create a table with the delivery class A. And here you have, if you want to display a maintenance with restrictions, and if allowed to every user, and display and maintenance is not allowed. For today we're going to click on this button, okay? That is, we'll select this entry, that is all display and maintenance is allowed. And here you have the fields. So for the fields we create ID product, okay? That is the ID of the product. Here will be the name of the product. We'll have the price, and here we'll have the start date, okay? For the ID product, we will create ID products. I think I have data element created. But before that, I forgot to explain one thing that is important. Why I created a table with starting it with the letter Z? Because in SAP you have many tables, and they create the tables without the letter of Z. That means that stands always for tables of SAP, programs of SAP, SAP, and so many other things, okay? But when you are creating a table for your client that you are working with, you must start always with the letter Z, okay? And here the two final letters stands for the type of project that you are working with. So if it's sales distributions, we start with SD. If we are talking about human resources, we'll start with HR, okay? So here is where you put your fields, and here is the data elements. Here to create a data element, let's say instead of putting here int1, okay? If we put, you can create here the data element automatically, but if you create a table maintenance for the other team that will populate this table with some data, will not work, because in the transaction SM30, it always will look for the short description about the data element that you are putting here. So if we create this to populate data on SM30, will appear int1. And for the people that don't know how the table is created, it will be really complicated to understand what is the int1. So here we're going to create the data element, okay? ZDA. That means data element. So here we're going to put product, okay? Here I'm going to put, let's create a product here. Automatically we can click on double click, and here let's create it. it will be a local object. Here you must put your package that you are working with. It must start with Z, but for this scenario we're going to create a local object. Okay, so let's click yes, and here we're going to put ID product, and here on the domain we're going to call it int1. Okay, it's the same data type that we put it before, but here on field label we're going to put the same thing. Let's put here a product, and let's go to activate local object and activate. This is activated, and here we already have our data element created. Okay, so here it will. This is the short description that will appear. The description will appear on the transaction SM30 when you create a table maintenance. Here on the name product, we'll put. I already have the data element created, so here I'm going to put name product. Here it will be the price, and here it would be the data, that means the start date. Okay, and here we're going to put the key. Okay, here is the key of the table, ID product. So you just can have one entry on this table with this value. Imagine if we are going to put 1, you cannot put it again the number 1, okay, because it's the key of the table. So let's activate, and here is saying that you must specify the client application table. But before that, we're going to put here the data class. Here we're going to choose this one, that is the master data transparent tables. You can choose another one, but here for this scenario we're going to select this one. In the size category, you have many types of size categories, but for this type of exercise it will be the 0, because it's 0 to 100 and 1000 of 1100 registries, so records. So let's put here save. Let's go back, and automatically is saying that was activated, but we are getting some warnings. So if we click on yes, it will say that you can put it with enhancement category for table is missing. So for that, you go here on I think extras and enhancement category. Okay, and we're going to choose the option can be enhanced. So if we go to activate, it will not appear that warning. Okay, here on to clean this message, how you can do that? You can do that by simply create a data field. It was not that. I'm going to clean this one. Let's create here. I want to create here, and you can create a table with mentee, that is the mandant of the client, and if you activate, automatically will not appear that message. Okay, so this was the creation of the table and the data elements. Now let's go to the table maintenance. How you can generate the table maintenance? You can go here on utilities, and you have here the option table maintenance generator. Okay, so here you have the type of groups that you want to authorize to access to your table, but we don't have any authorization group, so we're going to call this option. Okay, and here the function group, usually I put the same name of the table view. This will generate the function group. We are talking about function models that you can do it with model pools, etc. if you want to do triggers and etc. and many other things. Here on the review screen, let's put it 1, and let's create it in local object. Yes, local objects, and we'll create automatically. So let's go to the transaction SM30, that is the table that you can populate data. Okay, and here we already have the name of the table. If we go to display, we have here our table with our fields that we created. Okay, so how you can populate your data? You can go to maintain, and click here on new entries. Okay, and here you can call it your product. Let's say that we are talking about, I don't know, let's see, XPTO product. Okay, and here on price we're going to put 2, and start date, let's say that can be the date of today. Okay. Wait, sorry. No. 12 and 2022. Okay. So automatically it created this ID product. If I try to put the same ID, because this is the key of the table, if I try to put this, we will automatically receive the error that is saying that this ID product already was added. Okay, so if I try it, it will say an entry already exists with the same key, so I cannot put that. I must put with 2, for example. Okay, so if we click on the save option, we'll automatically, if we go to display, automatically have here the data that we created. Okay, so this is the episode for today. See you in the next episodes. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.